Creeds, Doctrines, and Rules of Interpretation. I was taught that these were necessary in order to keep false teachings and false teachers and error out, to ground the people in truth so they wouldn't fall into error. But what if the false teachings and false teachers and error are already in? Maybe you're on the wrong side of the bars. Paul, as Saul, before his conversion, was taught by the best of the teachers in the religious system. But he counted it all as dung once he saw the light. Now, he didn't count the scriptures as dung. He didn't count the knowledge as dung, but his understanding was different now once he saw the light and understood. He often referred to the law and scriptures, but now with a new understanding. He said not to muzzle an ox, that God never was concerned about a literal ox, but that was an allegory. His teachers probably didn't teach him that. They probably taught him as literal law. Well, the literal law was now dung to him. He saw the light, he understood. And he said that Sarah and Hagar were an allegory. Well, he probably wasn't taught that, but when he saw the light, he realized that. You may have had your own good teachers, whether through Bible studies at church, or even college or seminary. And you need the knowledge that you learned, even when you see the light. Paul was especially qualified for his ministry because of the things that he learned from his teachers in his old religious system. He didn't just throw it all away, he used it, but according to the new understanding. So let's open the doors. The creeds, doctrines, rules of interpretation, set them aside. And if you stay where you are after testing, after seeking, after it all, then where you are is your room. It's your place of residence by choice rather than a prison cell. A wannabe truth seeker probably wants to go right out and find some more truth. A real truth seeker needs to first test everything that he already believes. The real truth won't make sense if you're already in error. In order to test the things that you believe, you need to try to prove yourself wrong. If you can think of things in different ways that you never thought of before, and you think that you're starting to prove yourself wrong, then go ahead and try to prove that wrong. If you faithfully do this, truth should start falling in place. As truth starts falling in place, you need to even be willing to go back and do it all over again, because the truth on a certain thing may not have made sense yet because you weren't in a certain truth in a different area yet. So it's a process. It's a process that needs to, there's refinement. Some things don't make sense until they make sense. Some things make sense until they don't make sense. The surest way to be wrong is to be sure that you're right. So be careful of the things that you know for sure that just aren't so.